All right, so today we're going to do something a little different. Think of it like some digital detective work. We're going to visit a restaurant, but without actually going there. Instead, we're going to build a full profile using nothing but its online footprint, what it says about itself, what people are saying, and what the pictures tell us, to see what story emerges.
And boom, just like that, we're there. This is our first clue, a really cozy, atmospheric patio right in Old Town, San Diego. You can almost feel that warm evening air, can't you? This one photo immediately sets a very specific scene, a very specific mood.
Okay, so first things first. To really get this saloon, you first have to understand where it lives. And its home is a really historic and really popular tourist spot. Context is everything here.
To really drive that point home, check this out. This is the official slogan for the Old Town San Diego State Historic Park. It sets a super clear expectation, right? You're coming for history, but you're also coming for a party that never ends. And right in the middle of this forever fiesta, that's where we find our place. Barra Saloon isn't just saying they're an option. They're positioning themselves as the essential spot, the go-to hub right in the thick of it all.
So, location? They've definitely got that covered. But what about the specific atmosphere they're trying to create? Let's dig into the actual vibe they promise you.
And here it is, straight from their website. This is their whole pitch, boiled down to just 6 words. Classic charm with authentic Mexican flavors. That single phrase is designed to tell you everything you need to know about the experience they're selling. And this picture, well, it just illustrates that perfectly. You can literally see the classic charm in the rustic wood and the old-school lanterns. And the people eating and talking. That's the welcoming atmosphere. The photo and the words are totally in sync here. So what this really all boils down to is an experience that's one part history lesson and one part good time. They want you to feel like you're stepping back in time, but with all the comforts of a friendly, modern restaurant. Of course, a great atmosphere only gets you so far, right? Let's see how that whole vibe translates to the thing that gets most people in the door in the first place, the food. Now, before we even see a single dish, their website lays out the game plan, bold flavors and fresh ingredients. It's a simple promise, but it's effective. It sets our expectations for quality and taste right from the jump.
And our little food tour begins. Right away, we're looking at this super vibrant appetizer platter. You've got taquitos, what looks like ceviche, a quesadilla. It just screams communal, festive, and options.
Next up, we level up from the shareable stuff to a serious main course, classic carne asada. This tells you it's not just about light bites, they're serving up satisfying traditional meals that really back up that authentic promise.
And you gotta have the staples, of course. A colorful taco plate like this is kind of a benchmark for any Mexican restaurant, and this one looks generous. It's definitely hitting all the right notes for a classic. Oh, this side-by-side is a great way to show their range. On one side, you've got that more traditional combo plate with rice and beans. On the other, a specialty entree with chicken and a cream sauce. It's their way of showing they can please pretty much any palate. And hey, let's not forget, the sign says saloon, right? Their website makes a big deal about their legendary margaritas, which tells you that the drinks are a huge part of the experience, not just an afterthought.
Okay, so that's the story the restaurant is telling us about itself. But in today's world, there's another story, and it's often a lot louder. That's the verdict from the crowd.
This is always the moment of truth, isn't it? We've heard the pitch from the business, now it's time to see how it's actually being received by real people. And what's wild here is just the sheer number of people who have weighed in. We are not looking at a handful of opinions. This is a massive data set of over 1,700 individual reviews. That gives us a pretty reliable snapshot of the average experience. And the collective judgment from all those diners, it comes out to a 3.6 out of 5 stars. Now that's a solid score. It's pretty good, but it's not a grand slam. It suggests that while a lot of people probably have a great time, there's a decent chunk who leave feeling a little mixed, hinting that maybe there's a gap between that fiesta promise and the day-to-day reality.
So, let's put all the pieces together. When you combine the official story from the restaurant with the collective rating from the public, what kind of complete digital first impression do you get?
This really sums it all up, doesn't it? You have the killer location in historic Old Town. You have the vibe they're selling, this festive, classic, charming fiesta. The menu is packed with authentic Mexican dishes. And then, grounding it all, you have the public verdict, a solid 3.6 stars. This is the entire digital profile you'd get before you ever decided to walk through their doors. And this whole exercise leaves us with a final lingering thought. We've managed to build a really detailed picture from photos and text and data points. It gives you a strong impression for sure, but it also makes you wonder, how much of the real experience, the smells from the kitchen, the sounds of the crowd, the actual service gets lost in translation? How well can you ever really know a place just by looking at its digital shadow?